A speaker of Lashon Hara trains himself in bitterness and complaining. In his eyes, he is surrounded by irritating, inconsiderate, flawed people who make his world a disappointing, uncomfortable place. He makes it his habit to look past the godly image of his fellow Jew and gaze intently at his every flaw. His perceptions fill his heart with anger and disdain, and his mouth gives form and life to those feelings. Further damage, on a much deeper level, accrues to the speaker of Lashon Hara. This is because his words and the sense of power they confer upon him oil the soul's constant striving to rise toward its source. By putting others down, Lashon Hara provides one with the illusion of becoming more elevated. The speaker of Lashon Hara is motivated by this very powerful human need to feel important. So he sets himself up as the other person's superior by standing in judgment. The other person is bad, therefore I am better. Her children are rude, therefore mine are polite. His business is mismanaged, therefore mine is well run. Instead of striving honestly to lift himself, the speaker of Lashon Hara attains his height by looking down upon those he has cast to the ground. Shmiras Hashalom refines the speaker and brings into full bloom the traits with which Hashem has endowed Klal Yisrael: kindness, compassion, and mercy. And these laws bring lasting happiness to those who embrace them. They are the palette from which a joyful, appreciative view of the world is painted. Through these laws, one trains oneself to focus on the good that by definition characterizes every aspect of Hashem's creation. One who adheres to the laws of Shmiras Hashalom elevates himself in a real way, even while he elevates all those around him. By seeing the good, he moves in harmony with his neshama onto even higher planes. In places of illusory power, conferred by becoming the source of gossip, the person who guards his speech builds real power. This is the power of self-discipline, the knowledge that one has control over his impulses, that he has the inner strength to restrain himself, measure his words, and act in accordance with the highest aspects of himself. Lashon Hara lowers one's standing with family and friends. People who feel they gain acceptance by being the one who knows the inside information are observing a short-term phenomenon. In any situation, there are likely to be people present or interested in hearing Lashon Hara. The speaker will, indeed, capture their attention with his report. However, the Coffetz Chaim tells us that every person who hears this Lashon Hara will have formed an opinion of the speaker as someone not to be trusted. Everyone senses that a person who will talk about one friend will talk about others. In the end, people become more guarded and distant from the speaker of Lashon Hara. The closeness he feels is a false one, based on a momentary interest in his words. Shmiras Hashalom creates a greater sense of closeness and trust with one's friends and neighbors, without Lashon Hara, without onas devarim, without causing hurt through the spoken word, without creating enemies and derogating others. There is still much to be said. The words that remain are those that can be spoken gently, that relate positive judgments, and cement the bonds among friends. Lashon Hara obscures the divine image in another person. When one person hears Lashon Hara about another, his vision of that person is instantly altered. He now knows something about that person that reduces his estimation of him. The effect may be totally subconscious, but it is real and immediate. The listener's capacity to see the divine light in another Jew has been damaged. Shmiras Hashalom turns each Jew into an instrument for revealing the divine image in others and in himself in a very real way. He augments the divine light present in this world, heightening its level of sanctity and bringing it closer to perfection.